When you love someone who doesn't love you back, have you ever loved someone with everything you had, but they just didn't feel the same? You gave them your attention. Your thoughts revolved around their smile. You waited for their messages, replayed their words in your head, and tried to find meaning in every small gesture they made. But deep down, you knew they didn't feel the same. And still, you loved them. I was 24 when I met her. Her name was Mia. She wasn't loud or overly dramatic. She had this quiet elegance, a presence that made the world feel slower when she walked into the room. We met at a mutual friend's birthday party. I was there because I didn't want to be home alone that night. She was there because she was the kind of person people naturally invited. We talked. Nothing big, just a moment. But sometimes, moments are all it takes to plant a seed. And that night, a seed was planted in me. Over the next few weeks, I found excuses to talk to her. We became friends. And every conversation, every text, every smile she gave me, it all felt like progress. Like maybe, just maybe, she felt it too. But the truth, she didn't. She was kind. She laughed at my jokes. She even leaned on me when life got messy. But it was never love. It was never what I hoped for it to be. And slowly, painfully, that reality began to sink in. Loving someone who doesn't love you back is like screaming into a void. You give and give and give, your time, your energy, your emotions, hoping for a tiny echo in return. Just something to let you know you're not crazy. But the void stays quiet. I remember this one night. I was out walking, headphones in, cold breeze brushing my face. I'd just seen her with someone else. She was smiling, and not the kind of smile she gave everyone. It was different, real, raw. The way I had dreamed she'd look at me. But it wasn't for me. It was never for me. And that night, something inside me cracked. I went home and cried. Not just because she didn't love me, but because I had built this entire world inside my head. A world where we'd end up together. A world where she'd see all the ways I loved her, and finally realize I was the one. But love, real love, doesn't work like that. You can't make someone feel what they don't feel. You can't force their heart to beat in rhythm with yours. It took time. God, it took so much time. I stopped texting her first, stopped waiting for her replies. I distanced myself, not because I hated her, but because I needed to love myself more. And that's the part we don't talk about enough. The part where healing begins with choosing you. Loving someone who doesn't love you back isn't weakness. It's bravery. It's vulnerability. It's your heart showing up, even when it knows it might break. But the most powerful thing you'll ever do is walk away with your heart still whole. Not because you weren't hurt, but because you chose to let go. Letting go don't mean you stop caring. It just means you stop begging. Stop hoping for scraps of affection. Stop placing your worth in someone else's hands. I started going to therapy. I started journaling. I read books. I worked out. I cooked alone. I rediscovered music. I spent time with people who saw me, not as a backup plan, not as an emotional crutch, but as a person. And slowly, the fog lifted. One day, I saw her again. Months later, she smiled. And for the first time, it didn't hurt. Because by then, I had learned something important. You don't need someone to love you back, to be worthy of love. Sometimes, life will give you people to teach you lessons, not to keep them, but to outgrow them. She taught me how deeply I could feel. She taught me how far I was willing to go for someone, and most importantly, she taught me how to come back to myself. If you're going through this right now, if you're loving someone who doesn't love you back, I want to tell you something. You're not alone, and you're not foolish. You're human. You have a heart that dares to feel in a world that tells you to stay guarded, and that's beautiful. But please, don't let unreturned love make you question your worth. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are not enough. You are simply loving the wrong person, and one day, Someone will walk into your life and love you the way you love them. No confusion, no waiting, no mixed signals, just love. Real, honest, all in love. And when that day comes, you'll be glad you didn't settle for anything less. So to anyone nursing a broken heart tonight, keep your head up, heal, grow, and love yourself like you've been trying to love them. Because the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with you. And if this story made you feel something, if it reminded you that you're still human, don't forget to follow our channel for more stories that speak to the heart. Because no matter what you're going through, you're not alone. You're still human.